Alright, today's another keyboard video, because I'm the keyboard nerd, apparently. Um, this, so for anyone who doesn't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't, because Wooding is like one of the biggest companies right now, there is a keyboard called the Wooding 60HE. This is the 60HE Plus. That's not what I'm talking about. Our products. Uh, this, 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 this. Okay, I don't know what that is about. I'm really tired. Like, really, really tired. But yeah, this is the Wooding 60HE. They actually raised a grand total of $250,000 for this keyboard. Like, just to build the keyboard. Because their first... Oh, they changed what the Lecker switches will look like. I didn't know that. That's new information to me. The Lecker switches used to be pink, or blue. Now they're yellow. Anyway, the first keyboard they made was this, the Wooding 2 HE, which HE, for anyone who doesn't know, stands for Hall Effect. So this uses Hall Effect switches. Now, Hall Effect switches are also with some of the biggest names like the Apex Pro TKL, the Huntsman V3 Analog, which, if this loads, I will pull up a photo of. This. Why did you just scroll all the way down? Not this. This. This is the Huntsman V3 Pro. It's an analog keyboard. Oh, that actually looks kind of nice. Basically, what it does is it, like... I guess you could say, like, did it detects the full range of a keystroke, which... Right now, I have the Apex Pro TKL. Because I don't just play Fortnite, I play other games too. I also have a magical game called Need for Speed Heat. So, basically, this is what the Apex Pro TKL does. I have tap protection on my A and D because I also use rapid tap. Cry about it in the comments. I don't really care. And I'm weird. I use A and D at 0.1, but all my other keys are used at 1 millimeter because I also type. Because I'm not just a video gamer, I actually do schoolwork. I know, crazy. Anyway, this is kind of like, this is Razer's take, which they have rapid tap on this. I don't know why they brought it to their keyboards. It wasn't really a thing people were asking for, but you know. Anyway, after the success on this keyboard, they kind of leaked that they were making a 60% this. They leaked that they were making this, and they did. That's also when Jarian dropped Apex Pro Mini versus Wooding 2HE, or Wooding 60HE. And then they dropped the 80HE, which is basically like a direct rival to the Apex Pro TKL, which is kind of ironic. Yeah, it's on pre-order till January. They raised $7 million for this campaign. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money for a keyboard. Anyway, this was like their most... Oh my god, my ears.
Let me tell you a secret. The only way you're going to reach the top is with hard work and dedication. and break through that skill ceiling. How, you ask? Well, let me explain.
Oh, they changed the cable
If you're
too.
about to get the jump on your opponent, you'll need to be the fastest. It all starts by eliminating key travel. With an activation point, you can set all the way to 0.
It's worth noting, I don't really believe in what the Wooding 60 HE is preaching. Cause like it's $180, and I know I'm saying that with a $200 keyboard on my desk. I'm fully aware of that. But like, that's because I got this back in 2023, and we're pushing 2025 right now. So I've had it for about a year, maybe two now, and it's not like it's. It's not like it's the biggest difference anymore. Like there's Kiwi keyboards. Like I actually ordered this keyboard, so I'll show you guys that. There's keyboards like the K83, which is a Hall effect keyboard that like does the exact same thing. It uses Otemu switches, like Temu magnetic switches. It has a 0.2 millimeter actuation, which is actually really good because I don't really trust the 0.1 millimeter. And it has 8K hertz polling rate, all that other stuff, and a sideways recessed USB-C port. Anyway, this is kind of like the biggest like why.
Looked.
Like I have friends who use the Wooding 660 HE.
I recreated a
One friend is in Osu Pro, a Fortnite Pro, and a Valo Pro, and he like uses this keyboard and kind of like dick sucks it.
My clan needs me. Eric, can you take over? My clan needs me. Raw input latency. Oh, my clan needs me. Eric, can you take over?
60HE houses our lacquer switches. Delicious feeling, smooth linear switches with a tiny magnet inside. By using
It's very, it's something. It's something.
Using our easy-to-use software, the Utility.
The Utility is a lightweight software that helps configure all of your keyboard settings, such as per key activation point, rapid trigger, gamepad buttons, and one of my favorites, key remapping. You won't be forced to learn silly function layers with non-descriptive icons or live with mediocre arrow key solutions. Now you can set up all your layers.
It's worth noting too that there's something called Utility. It's like they have their website. They have the keyboard as like a whatchamacallit. They have it like this. Like this is what their software looks like. Obviously, I can't use it because you know I don't have the Wooding 60 HE or the Wooding 2 HE or the Wooding 1, which the Wooding 1 is like a TKL. Then there's the Uwu, and there's like this, and then and then there's this, which for some reason you can't change the actuation. Yes, you can change the actuation. You can go to 4.0 all the way to 0.1. I think the Apex Pro does that too. I could be 100% wrong. Yeah. It has like the exact same variety, except with this, you have to download their GG software and do it, and it's only available for these keys. But with the Wooding 2 HE, or the Wooding 1, you can change all the keys on the keyboard. Then the yeah, like every key on the Wooding. Yeah, you can change every key on the Wooting 2HE, which is kind of like how I wish it was. And then there's like the tachyon mode, which kind of makes it to where like it's a constant thing. Instead of like very spread out, it's very thin in. I don't really know what the tachyon mode does. ANSI, ISO. ANSI is what Americans use. ISO is what the Brits use. That's actually what my Magic Refiner MK25-1 does. It has this layout, which is ISO, which is like Britain and all of the EU. And then there's this, which I don't really... Oh, okay. JIS is like the only key on the right side that changes. It is the enter key. So the slash key gets moved from over here to here. That would have been so handy, dog. I don't think you even understand how handy that would have been. Anyway, you can also like remap all the keys, like every single key. You can add Snappy Tappy, SOCD, which I'll show you that since I have it enabled on my Apex Pro. This is for the full size. This is what Apex Pro. There's, y'all can see it. If I like, I'm just tapping D right now. I'm just tapping D and I'm holding down A. And it's actuating for two different keys right now. That's the cool thing about rapid tap. Yeah, that's annoying. Anyway, this is kind of like what they did with this. And anyway, that's enough pretense. There's also been keyboards like the... Oh god, like there's been a lot of keyboards recently. Like there's the K Red Dragon K617 like fizz analog or whatever. Anyway, let's react to this.
And this is not a Wooting 60HE.
Yeah, that's the craziest part about it.
And it's been brought to my attention by you guys. This being the $20 Wooting. And it's
And I'll show you guys that if we go to AliExpress, which I'm never going to use because I don't really trust them with my money, to be honest. That's crazy work to put on the front page. Mad 60HE. Yeah, like it's a $30 keyboard. Like, look at this shit. This is like... This is like exactly... What the fuck? Yeah, this is like exactly what it would... This is the Madlions 60HE for $40. Now for some pretense. If we act like we're gonna order this, 174 smackers. Let me repeat that. 174 smackers. It's a lot of money for a keyboard. Now compare that to the... Fuck off. Now compare that to the $43 of this Madlions, and it doesn't... Why the fuck does it keep going to that one? Fuck off. Oh, does the 60% one not have... Oh, I'm just an idiot. Okay, now this keyboard, $43. Hall effect. Oh my god. Hall effect. Rapid trigger. Anyway.
An interesting keyboard. For starters, this keyboard is not actually $20. I got mine for $36 on AliExpress. And if you head over to their website, this keyboard starts at anywhere from $49 to $69. Nice. But I digress. We'll be comparing this keyboard to the Wooting 60HE because this is most definitely a clone of the Wooting. And I have to call this keyboard a clone because the similarities are a little bit too similar. So let's take a look at the similarities.
Like the case.
The design of both boxes
and the box.
The model of the keyboard in the exact same places.
I don't really know why they called it the Wooting 60HE Plus. I don't really get that. If someone can tell me in the comments, that would be greatly appreciated.
There's significantly less artwork in the Mad 60HE. No fancy braided cable for the Mad 60, and the same colored tools. And finally, the keyboard. The keyboard looks identical, to say the least. They are so identical that when I overlaid each one over on Photoshop, you literally...
Which is crazy. It's like a 1-to-1. It's just the only difference is the Wooting logo's in the middle. And the Madlions logo is, yeah.
Madlions logo. And both keyboards come with a woven tag that you can attach to the keyboard with the same annoying mounting style with those fiddly screws and annoying folding bits. The keyboards have identical side profiles and the same back too, except for the logo placement. And when opening up both keyboards, it's even more evident that the Mad 60HE has the same case design as the Wooting. Same cutouts for both foam pieces, even though Wooting has a significantly more denser foam. And the bits that make the case look like they were copied too, with the same structure points in the case. It's like a game of spot the difference. It's so exact in fact that you can fit a Mad 60 PCB into a Wooting and it will fit snug. It's actually so snug in fact that the USB-C port aligns perfectly. One thing to note here is that the Mad 60HE has inferior plastics, as one of the switches that I was taking out of the keyboard snapped and lost a pin. However, it doesn't affect the keyboard. But this is my first time in all my years with keyboards that this
That's so funny.
The switches that
and I've used a lot of which is to like the Wisterias, if y'all know what that switch is. I've used the Omni points in the Apex Pro TKL. I've used even like Cherry MX Reds, Cherry MX Blues, and I've never had that happen myself. I either. When you take out switches, you take them out in such a specific way that like there's no physical way that shit could snap. So the fact that snap is actually kind of funny.
Came with the Mad 60HE are different, and this is where I have to give some credit to Madlions because they went with a closed bottom Hall effect switch, which produces a better sound.
Well, I mean, that's the funny thing too. Like, this keyboard was like when he bought it, the keyboard was $40, and the Wooting is $180. And the $40 keyboard sounds better than $180. It's kind of funny. It's, some would say, ironic.
Hey besties.
Oh my fucking god. I hate ads so much. It's so ironic. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Too, as Wooting has shine-through double-shot PBT keycaps, while the Madlion has their OEM 2-color keycaps.
Which honestly doesn't make sense.
Shine-throughable. But for $36, I can't really be complaining. And yeah, that's a Mad 60 compared to the Wooting. But before I test this keyboard on my
can they not call it double shot?
A dummy PC for this keyboard. And here's why I'm doing this. So this is the dummy PC.
I mean, it makes sense why he's doing it if you have more than like 2 brain cells.
It's a little bit overkill, I know. But this keyboard being $36 is pretty questionable. It might have malware, might have a virus, you know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It probably has none of those, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'll be plugging in the Mad 60HE and let's hope we don't get a virus. This is a fresh install of Windows, so there is nothing inside other than maybe the Razer driver or something. I'm going to be running some tests to see if this keyboard had any malware that got in, maybe adware. Okay, this is ironic. So I just entered the website and the first thing it says is beware of pirate websites. As if this keyboard wasn't just a complete copy of the Wooting. This being a
Yeah.
web-based driver doesn't require you
kinda
to
funny.
download any drivers. So in theory, you shouldn't allow any
The
viruses to
ironic
enter
thing
the
too is
keyboard,
this
but I'm gonna
isn't
do
the
a few
first
Windows
time
changes to
they've
show you.
done this, and he'll go
And the
into that in a
results,
minute.
0 threats found. So this keyboard is safe to use on my main PC.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the specs of this site. But that's only for the pricier keyboard. The one I have here is actually
8,000 hertz polling
slightly
rate,
less
guys.
accurate,
8,000
0.08
hertz.
Still impressive to get it at a Hall effect keyboard at this price range. Testing the keyboard for myself, and I can say that this feels as responsive while gaming as any other Hall effect keyboard. It works as a Hall effect keyboard should, adjustable actuation points, rapid trigger works well, and to be honest, it actually sounds better than the Wooting. So yeah, the Mad 60HE is a really good keyboard at a really great price, if that's all there was to the story. Here comes the main bulk of this video. How ethical is this? Well, after doing a little bit of research, this keyboard was not Madlions' first rodeo. Before the Mad 60, they were actually selling this keyboard called the Nano 68 Pro, which is another knockoff of another keyboard called the Mate 60.
Which is crazy work. It looks 1-to-1. Hold on. Go back on
Nano
that.
68 Pro, which is another knockoff of another keyboard called the Mate 68.
It looks 1-to-1. Like, you cannot make this shit up. Like, it's the same exact keyboard, just one's cheaper than the other. It's the funniest fucking thing.
Went under the radar because it's not Wooting, and you know, people don't really care about that. But it
Well,
definitely
that's
got
like-
the attention of one person, Melgeek themselves. And shortly
Mal
after
Geek
Melgeek
is the creators of the company, as you saw a minute
released a
ago.
public statement showing that they will take legal action against the Mad 68, not the Mad Lions, that's what they were called. There's a warning letter to show that they will take legal action if the Mad Lions didn't take down the keyboard, but apparently this didn't face the Mad Lions, because if you go onto their website today, you can still find the Nano 60. Personally went to Wooting to talk about this keyboard, and this is what they have to say. Now before I share Wooting's response, I want to be transparent and say that I am only just conveying Wooting's message. I have no stake in this whole drama. And no, I was not paid by Wooting to say this. And with that cleared up, here's what Wooting has to say about the situation. I just scratched my iPad. We don't condone the outright copying of our products, software, and identity from Madlions and its associates.
Well, no, that's like... Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Y'all don't have copyrights for your designs. I know that because it's kind of obvious. They would have been hit with the biggest fucking lawsuit they've ever seen if Wooting did copyright their designs, which is what SteelSeries did. Ironically, even though the Apex Pro, like the original model, was so similar, they still copyrighted that, and they copyrighted the newer model, which is the one I have. But anyway, this is the most backhanded thing I've ever seen. So it says, we don't condone the outright copying of our products, software, and identity from Madlions and its associated companies, ATK, VXE, VGN. They're cashing into short-term gains at the cost of the industry and environment by not adding unique to the industry and a product that'll unlikely survive longer than a year. Basically, what they're saying is that Madlions is just taking an old design, which they are, and trying to make a quick buck off of it, which they are, and trying to steal from the likeness of Wooting, which they are. But see, the difference I will say about that is this. Wooting does not care. They have not tried reaching out to Madlions at all. They haven't tried striking Madlions at all. Because you have to understand, Wooting doesn't care. They're making like $100 a sale. Damn near 200 actually, a sale. They don't care if a couple $20 knockoffs are made. Because in the end, it's going to break. It's going to be dog shit. Like, it's not going to be very good. It just all depends, to be honest. That's all it is.
Business model.
Madlions' business model is to copy existing products and bring them to the market at a low price. We speculate that they make these loss leaders to break even or to ramp up the production volume at their factories to keep them afloat rather than doing nothing at all. No, that's not how that works. Madlions has made their own keyboards in the past, I believe. Oh, was their company brought down recently? Yeah, like they don't just make keyboards. Obviously, the only this is their first like actual attempt at a keyboard of their own. But there's also shit like the Mad 60, the Mad 68, which is its own thing. Just it's kind of what Wooting refuses to do, and that's a 65% keyboard, which is such a smart idea. Cause I use a TKL because you know the ability to do that, and with a Mikado Fire. Magnetic jades. They're claiming these have mag jades in them. That's hilarious. It looks just like the Wooting software. Oh my fucking god, I didn't know how much they wanted to be like Wooting. Yeah! I wish you guys could see me in my face right now. This is the funniest fucking thing. FGG.com. FGG.com. I don't really trust this website, but you know. Oh, wow. Hub.fgg.com. What the fuck? Oh. .com. .cn. Fierce gaming gear. What the fuck? Firmware. Yo. Mad 60HE. Mad 60HE. Mad 60HE. Mad 60HE. Mad 68HE. Mad 68HE. Mad 68HE. Fire 68. Fire 68. Fire 68 Pro. Fire 68 Ultra. Nano 68. Nano 68 Pro. Fire 68 Ultra V2. Dude. When I tell you guys this is cooked, I would not trust this for more than 5 seconds, but you know. This isn't even, what the fuck? This isn't even my... That's kind of funny. Tools. Mouse bearing. Yo, no, they're just blatantly ripping them off in every way possible.
Is to copy existing
Sorry, I didn't know that.
low price. We speculate that they make these loss leaders to break even or to ramp up production volumes at their factories, to keep them afloat rather than doing nothing at all. They keep their R&D costs low by copying popular products and using their low price point as a free marketing tool. Get the same but cheaper. And with that...
Well, to be fair, that's what Red Dragon does too. Like, they're not the first company to make hollow effect keyboards. They won't be the last. And same for Magic Refiner too. Magic Refiner is the only company I've seen to like copy some of the biggest names. Like the MK2025-1. I talked about this in another video. This keyboard right here. Fucking this. This is the first keyboard I have ever seen to blatantly and obviously copy Ducky. Even down to the, like, upwards design. Bro. It's like, they were the first company I've seen to do this, and they've been the only company I've seen to do this recently. I will tell you this, though, like, the Stoga 60 is another one. There's a lot of versions of the same keyboard, like, then there's this, which I think is just a, who's selling this? Wow, there's no seller. Oh, ships from Seaglow, sold by Seaglow. It just looks like a Ducky. Just like a shittier Ducky. Esports burning ship, huh? Which is kind of meh. It's kind of funny to me, but that's kind of curious with the reviews. Wow, it can't be shipped to a locker. It's a fucking keyboard. Are there 0 reviews? The seller's approved. Wow. Are there 0 reviews? Seriously? Wait. Have 0 people bought this product? Oh, that's funny. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, like, this is like
It gives buyers a mindset of
Red
if it's bad,
Red
a
Dragon.
couple of dollars.
Red Dragon does it, and so does Magic Refiner, and so does like Felicion and all the subsidiaries of Magic Refiner. Like, for the longest time, I used the MK14, because the MK14 was a good keyboard. It was just really loud because it had blues
We
in
don't
it.
participate in this
and-
race to the bottom that Madlions and similar companies are cultivating. We'll keep an eye out for competitors that are adding unique value and invest into long-term products, keeping us on edge. Meanwhile, we will cook. I don't know what they're cooking, but it smells pretty good. Oh yeah, and for those of you who are wondering why Wu-Ting isn't suing them, here's what they have to say about that. Filing a lawsuit in China as a foreign company is difficult to win, and it is extremely distracting. We prefer to spend our time and money on making our products even better. So all the effort,
Yeah, that's
money,
another
and
thing
stress going
too.
into a lawsuit is better spent on improving our products. And yeah, that's Wu-Ting's statement. There's a bigger write-up on their statement, which I'll leave in the description. Check it out if you're interested, but if not, this is just that but summed up. And yeah, here's what I have to say about this keyboard. So my personal stance on the Mad60HE is this. Yes, it is a cheap keyboard, and a pretty good one too, but this is just still a blatant knockoff. Sure, Wu-Ting's not the cheapest keyboard out there right now, but there are a whole bunch of other Hall effect keyboards on the market.
So yeah, that was this keyboard, and it's a really interesting keyboard. It's something I would be interested in trying later down the line when I don't have to worry about AliExpress being fucking weird. Anyway, that's it for me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!